Welcome back. Now, at this point, I hope that you decided to make this happen, that you took that decision, that you're gonna be all in, that you decided to make that happen, for you to be a badass, a successful, and high-paid IT engineer in the IT field. And that can be for you in the next month, for you to be a badass network or system engineer. Now, that you decided, what's the first thing that you need to do? That's the big question, right? And by the way, I told you, it took me months for me to go through this process and design this coaching program. And there was a lot of thinking for me to go through this process so that I can give you the best. So you better do what I'm gonna ask you to do right now, okay? You better go through this video twice. You better go through this video twice, because based on my experience with previous students, they go through this video once and they completely forget about it. So you better go through this video twice, and for you to really think, analyze, and do the fucking work and everything that I'm gonna tell you to do on this video. So you better go through this video twice, okay? Because what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give you a lot of value, proven methods, skills for you to get, resources, and everything else is gonna help you. But if you don't have what I'm gonna walk you through, you're gonna be all over the fucking place. And yes, you're gonna make some progress, but probably it's gonna take you longer for you to get the results that you want in the IT field, because that's exactly what happens in the IT community. Let me kind of walk you through more likely the story that you probably are going through right now, or what most people go through in the IT field, right? I want to get into the IT field, right? So I'm right there, and then I'm gonna ask advice to other people in the IT community because they know better, right? They've been in the IT a few years probably. So I'm gonna ask, I'm like, hey, I wanna get into the IT, so I don't know what to do. One will be like, oh, you better get your A+ or your Network Plus certification, Another one, oh, no, get the bachelor's. You better get the bachelor's. And probably somebody else, oh, get some experience, get some hands-on and get a job in the IT field. Whatever job, it's fine, whatever job, it's fine. And probably some other person will be like, you know what? Be a computer technician, because yes, if you want to be, on the IT field, you need to know about computers, right? And you're gonna get a lot of advice, right? Many ways, like from different people. And because you don't know any better, I'm like, okay, let me do this, or let me do that, or let me get my bachelor's, right? And that's one of the biggest reasons why there's a lot of people in the IT field with bachelor's and they have no fucking idea on how to pursue their IT career. And they're just like, I just want a job. I just need a job. That's the mentality that goes through their mind. I just need a fucking job in the IT field. But what happens is they get the job and they feel stuck. They don't know what to do and how to go after another position. And then those people right now in the IT community, they are looking for a better position in the IT field. It's whatever they get. Oh, I feel like I need more money. So yeah, I'm gonna look for another position. So let me just go through probably dice.com, right? One of those websites for you to find a job. And let me go through it. Oh, it looks good. Let me apply. And then what happens? A few months, a few years, they go probably through this process and getting 2-3 jobs in the IT field that they don't like. And they're not making the progress, or they're not getting the results that they want. Make more money, have a really badass position in the IT field, because they have no fucking idea on how to go after and how to pursue their IT career. Because once again, they have no idea. They're all over the fucking place. Now, I don't know why, I have my own thinking. And that said, the government, like, they want you to be just like a good citizen, right? Don't get out of the line. Because once you start thinking outside the box, like the most people, you're gonna start making your own better decisions. So we are not gonna have that much control of you, because now you're becoming a badass, not just in your career, but also in your personal life. And obviously for the government, They don't like that. They want you to be on that line, so you can rely more on the fucking government. You don't do that. You need to change the thinking inside of you, okay? But I'm gonna talk about it more on week 2 on the mindset, okay? But anyways, so yeah, this is something that, and anything that you do, any career that you wanna take on, they should go through this process at school. A lot of people pay a lot of good money for them to get a bachelor's degree, And most people, once they do, they have no fucking idea what to do with that bachelor's degree. And that obviously, like the main thing that crossed their mind is, oh, I need to get a job. Whatever job, it's fine and what I do. No! That's why most people, they're fucking broke in the IT field and also in other careers. And it takes long time for them to get the results that they want. Because let's say in the IT field, they think, I get my bachelor, right? Or I get a few certs, and then I get my first job. I just need to get my first job in the IT. And I remember this guy told me that I have to have experience. So yes, I'm gonna stay in this job for 1, 2, 3 years, and I'm gonna get more experience. And then I'm gonna get another job and do the same. 3, 4 years and get more experience. And eventually, after 10 years, maybe I'm gonna get a job that's gonna pay me good money, a badass position. Yeah, that probably was working, 10, 20 years ago, but not now. So, what's the first thing that you need to do, that you fucking better do? And once again, I'm gonna walk you through this process myself as well once we have the first video coaching call, okay? You need to have a plan, okay? You need to know where you are right now and what's the destination that you're trying to get to. Because time is gonna pass by. We all know that, right? But the question is, where are you going to be in the next year, in the next 3 years, in the next 5 years in your IT career? So you're not like most people out there, they look back and be like, man, it took me too long. Oh, I don't have the results that I want. What I did wrong? I don't know. I went through this process. I'm getting certified, my bachelor's and all these good things. And what happened? That's how most people feel in the IT field. They look back and they have no idea, but that was because first, they were not aware. And maybe they were in autopilot. And the more critical, they were all over the fucking place. Okay? So, this is exactly what you need to do. Have the plan of action and how to get from point A to point B. Point A, where you are right now. Where? Be aware of where you are right now. The skills that you have, the resources that you have, the information, the knowledge, and everything that you have right now. Okay? So, this is where I'm at right now. Now, let me do this. And this is exactly what you need to do. Now let me reverse engineer my IT career. And that's exactly what I'm telling you. You need to reverse your IT career. So you need to think, okay, what's the position that I want to go after? What's the position that I want in the next 2 years? What's the position that I want to have in the IT field that's going to pay me $160K in the next 5 years? What's that position? Do I want to be an IT director? Do I want to be an IT manager? Do I want to be a badass high-paid system engineer? Do I want to be a badass network architect? Do I want to be a network senior engineer? Or what's the position that you want to go after? And you need to reverse engineer the process so you can only focus, once again, so you can only focus and put the time where it's going to matter the most. What are the resources, the technologies, probably the training that you have to go through, the skills that you need to get, the certifications that you have to go through and get for you to eventually get to that position. Or what are the other positions that you need to have and the experience that you need to get before getting to that position? That's exactly how you can completely change the way that you're gonna go after your IT career and completely change how fast, the way that you're gonna accelerate the process to get that job, instead of having no fucking idea on what's going on in your IT career. Thinking that because you get this certification, because you're getting that, it's gonna help you. No. Yes, you have that illusion, okay, that you're making some progress. But if there's no result, then you're not making any progress at all. Okay? This is a reason why you need to go through this video twice. Okay? Everything that I'm walking you through right now, it's for you to really, really, really get it. Before I do anything else, before I go through all the coaching program for the next 12 weeks, and I know that Jorge is gonna help me for me to reverse engineer my IT career. Because once the coaching program is done, yes, I want to get certified, and yes, I want to get my first job in the IT field, not just any job, the job that I want to go after. That's going to help me, yes, for me to get that job in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, because I did the fucking work. I reversed engineered my IT career. And I can see it here, like in front of me. I know what to do the next 3 months, the next 6 months, the next year, the next 2 years for me to get to that position. That's exactly how I was able to go through this process myself from, once again, start my career in the IT all over again and getting a position as a help desk, desktop support, all the way to a senior network system engineer in less than 15 months. Because I knew my outcome. I knew the position that I want to go after. And I worked my ass off for the next months for me to eventually get the next position, and be able to get that job. Okay? Now, that's a way how you go from job to job, so it doesn't look bad on your resume. But that's something that I'm going to tell you how and walk you through on week 7, 8, okay? So it's not like you're gonna be from job to job. No, it's a process, okay? Now, watch this video twice, because I don't want you to go through the next videos or for the next weeks without you having a plan of action in front of you. This is huge. This is huge, you know? Like if someone, let's say back 10 years in my IT career, come to me and be like, Jorge, let's reverse engineer your IT career. Everything that I have accomplished, it wouldn't happen in less than 2-3 years. Okay? But I didn't know this before. Now you know this. And I know a lot of you, you're kind of new in the IT field. And that's the reason why I'm so sure that you will be able to get like a badass position. Be able to get like results that people will see and be like, what happened to you? How were you able to get there? I've been in the IT more years than you, and how were you able to get there? And I know because I went through that process. People asking me, Jorge, are you really a high school dropout? Like, yep. How were you able to get that position? I have this position, you have a higher position. Obviously, you are getting paid more money. How? And it's a funny thing. At first, I walked them through that process. And they're like, that's badass, man. But they don't do anything about it. That's what drives me crazy. Like, they complain. They don't like the position that they have. They want something more. And I know because they keep saying that, I want a better position, I don't want to keep doing this. But they keep doing the same over and over. They don't take the action that it's required, even though they have more information than they had before. So make sure this is not you. Make sure you're not all over the fucking place. That's a lot of technologies out there in the IT field, okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to walk you through in the next videos for you to have an idea. Because I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just want to give you options for you to have in front of you and for you to decide, for you to do research. Okay, you need to do some research for you to know, okay, this is this is a position that I really want to go after. I did my research. I talked to a few people. Yes, I decided that I want to have that position in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years. But once again, you need to reverse engineer your IT career. So you can go from point A to point B. So you know where you're gonna be in the next 2 years. You know what that destination is gonna look like. Because right now, not most people, everyone out there in the IT field, they have no idea where they're gonna be in the next 3 to 5 years. They're probably thinking they're gonna be in the same position. They have no idea. They never ask that question themselves, ever. They go on autopilot in their IT career. But now you are aware. So you better do what I'm telling you to do. Because this is exactly how it's gonna make a huge difference, and this is how you're gonna be able to get out as much out of this coaching program. And I'm gonna help you to build that plan of action, okay? But first, you need to do the research and decide. And I'm gonna be able to help you big time in the next videos how to start and going after that process. So you have a lot of things to do in the next few days. And make sure you do that. Because I don't want to find out once we have the one-on-one that you're not doing what I'm asking you to do. Okay? So, do that. Start the process. Reverse engineer your IT career, you know? Now you have that in your mind. Probably you didn't know this before, but now you know, right? And you're going to be more aware where you are right now and what's the destination, right? What's the arrival in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years? What's that position? Someone come to me and like, hey, Jorge, where are you going to be in the next 2 years? I know because I have my plan in front of me every single day, because that reminds me on exactly what I need to focus on, because I don't want to be distracted with other shiny things. Because at the end, if I keep going after shiny things, I'm not going to be able to accomplish anything. Successful people are laser focused based on that plan of action that they have in front of them. And they did that process. They reverse engineer and how they're gonna be able to get there. And that's exactly what I'm doing also with Network Engineer Academy. And that's the reason why we are getting results. Because we know what to do. Because we went through this process. Because I'm applying this process as well. So do that and you will be amazed at the results that you're gonna get out of this coaching program. So let me talk to you and walk you through and give you an idea about how to reverse engineer your IT career in the next video.